Hey YouTube, MusicMan1310 here, and I wanted to talk a little bit about something. I had planned on putting this later, but I'm running out of ideas to put, so I decided to go with this one. What you're going to be seeing is me playing a little bit of Domination in the background. This is actually the first Domination game after playing ranked gameplay for so long, so I thought I'd use this, seeing that off the bat I'm actually pretty good at this game mode. But what I wanted to talk about, I would prefer to put some ranked gameplay or even some game battles in the back as far as video, but I couldn't get good enough footage, so this is gonna have to do. Now, what I want to talk about is rage quitting, lobby shopping, timing, and timing out. I want to talk about the difference between all of them and my opinions on each one of them, so I'll just go one at a time. First off, when it comes to rage quitting, it's practically leaving a game just because you're losing or you're doing bad. Now, this happens a lot, especially when it comes to ranked mode, because especially in Call of Duty, you're going to see this a lot. When teams are doing solo queues, you're going to see that every once in a while, or every so often, in my case, in certain occasions, somebody leaves mid-game. This has been happening a lot more to me that I've been noticing, so I just don't understand why people think that that's okay. And what tends to happen for me is that my team goes down by just 1 point, that's it, and somebody leaves. Then that deficit starts to increase, and somebody else leaves. And then by the halftime, we're so far down that I get left alone. And there's really no comeback from that. This happens a lot in round-based respawn modes, like Capture the Flag and Uplink. I always get left alone from at the second half. Now, this is not new to me because that happened a lot in Black Ops 2 as well. It didn't happen so much in Ghost because Ghost has joined in progress on, versus ranked play here and league play in Black Ops 2, that where join in progress is turned off. Now here's the thing. I don't like to consider myself a rage quitter. I don't consider myself to be a lobby shopper when with that coming up. Actually, I'll talk about it now before I continue with what I was saying. Next up, lobby shopping. Pretty much what's going on with lobby shopping is that those are the type of people that pretty much try to get the easy wins. They always go in and then come out of games. They go for the easy wins, the easy gameplay. But the issue with that is that, again, it can almost seem like rage quitting, and that just leaves a bad impression on people, let's be honest. But the difference between lobby shopping and rage quitting is that they just want the easy win. They don't care if they have to leave. They just want to win. They want to get good gameplay. They want to get that high KDR. But again, it's like when you're playing a game like this, where a lot of it is the strategy, well, not strategy based. I can't even say skill based, but pretty much when you're playing a game like Call of Duty, it's easier to lobby shop because there's no penalty for leaving other than you just get another loss in your win-loss ratio. Big whoop. But in ranked gameplay, that to me is like, if you're playing ranked, I don't know how in your right mind would you be expecting an easy win, because that's just not going to happen, especially to somebody like me that's actually trying to make it to the Pro League, and I'm starting off in ranked where I can possibly team up with people and get a team going for me to go competitive to the MLG level. Now, I'll get back to that in a little bit. Now, what I think about rage quitting and lobby shopping, just don't do it. Alright? I mean, I'm not saying this because it's the wrong thing to do. I'm saying this because really, just don't. I don't see a purpose in rage quitting. I don't understand why people just can't take a loss like a man or a woman, depending on how you play. But it's like, really, if you know you're gonna lose, have some fun with it. Really, there's no reason to rage quit. Plus, I'm the type of guy that believes in comebacks, and for me, if I believe in something, you can bet your butt that I'm going to work mine off to get that win. But in ranked gameplay, I really can't do that if my team leaves when join in progress is turned off. Now, when it comes to lobby shopping, I don't understand why people lobby shop. I mean, you're not guaranteed an easy win. It's just not possible. But more on that later. Now we're going to move on to something that's completely different from those two. And I see this a lot in ranked and sometimes in pubs too. And that's timing out. Now, if you don't know what timeout is, it's not when you go into a corner and pretty much think about what you've done, if you've done something bad. No, this is something completely different. Now, what happens when somebody times out is that their internet is just so bad that it's not communicating with the Call of Duty servers, and that forces them to leave because the communication time, I lost the word for a moment, pretty much is almost non-existent. So with that, pretty much what happens is that the game automatically just times you out for whatever reason, and there's really nothing you can do about that except maybe get better internet. Now, a lot of people I know are complaining about how bad the lag is, but in reality, regardless of what the lag is, I'm pretty sure that 97 to 99% of the time, it's all communication issues. Meaning, something must be going on that's causing the communication from your console or PC to the servers that is so great that the server has no choice but to automatically disconnect you. So as far as being timeout, I kind of feel sorry for you guys. The reason why I say kind of is because I know what it's like to experience heavy lag, and I have timed out before. But really, it's like there's really nothing you can do about it. So the best case scenario would be to just move on if something like that happens. Like, I wouldn't take anything too hard when it comes to timing out. So now what do I consider myself? Because I said earlier that I'm not a rage quitter. I don't lobby shop. I hold true to that. However, I have left mid-game before, and you might contradict me, but I did say that rage quitting is when people leave because they're losing or because they're doing bad. Most of the time, even in losses, I still do good score-wise. I don't care about KDR as much as I care about scores, because really your scores dictate what you did in game that put you in the position that gave you that number that you see before your KDR. Now, my score usually, if I decide to stay by myself for a match or for the rest of the match, pretty much it puts me like top 5 on average. I have gotten scores where I'm really the worst in the lobby, but I've also gotten scores where I'm the best in the lobby against a team of 3 or 4. So really, I have nothing to complain about there. I'm on par with where I feel like I should be. However, when it comes to me leaving mid-game, I do it because I get frustrated that my team can't take a loss. It's not because I'm doing bad. It's not because we're losing, or I'm losing, I should say. Because to be honest, win or lose, I normally just play the game till the very end. But if I'm left alone, that's when I draw the line, because that right there, even if it's a 2v4, unless it's search and destroy, 2v4s are auto lose. And I always say the number of my team first when it comes to stuff like that. So if I think that a 2v4 is an auto lose, then a 1v4, you can forget about it. But that's enough about my opinions. Let me know what you guys think about rage quitting, lobby shoppers, and being timed out. There's actually another thing that I forgot to mention, and that's being kicked. And when you're being kicked, that means that you did one of two things. You either team killed too many times, or You just didn't choose your class when the game started after a long period of time. If you didn't choose your class when you started, if you're doing pubs, whoop-de-doo. But if you're doing ranked, why are you even in ranked if you know that you're not going to be able to get into the game? Because the smart decision there would be to back out while you're still in the lobby instead of at the beginning of the game. Now, in most cases, it's actually the latter one, because really you can only team kill in hardcore mode. Actually, I don't know if you can team kill in Advanced Warfare. Somebody let me know if you can team kill in Advanced Warfare. I knew that for Treyarch titles you could team kill in hardcore, but that's getting off topic. So in that case, it's like you got kicked for inactivity, which means you haven't picked your class at the beginning of the game. Now, like I said, pubs, big whoop, ranked, what are you even doing there? Anyways, that's all that I have to say. Leave a comment about what you think about all those that I just explained. That would be rage quitting, lobby shopping, timing out, and being kicked. So I always try to read my comments, even if I don't respond. Know that I've read it. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more. I do have a Twitter. It'll be in the description below. And it's MusicMan1310 signing out. Peace.